Perfect. Thank you
Hi.
so much to everybody. I just want to start off by saying thank you to Haley, Sam, and the board for making this AGM possible in such difficult times. Um, and our presentation today is just going to focus on Digital Main Street and what that is and how our positions can help the downtown, especially small businesses, move forward and with their online presence. So I'll just pass it off. Oh, sorry, next slide. I'm not going to pass it off. It's me next. Yeah, so I'm a second year student at the University of Ottawa. I'm studying international development and globalization and French immersion. I grew up in Brockville and was born here, and my dad has a small business downtown, and seeing how hard he works to maintain and grow his small business, especially on the online presence, has been really inspiring to me, and I definitely want to help other businesses grow as well. You might have seen me downtown previously working with the tourism office or with the DBIA. So this is my current position. And if you guys want to get started, please feel free to send me an email at bushra@downtownbrockville.com, and we can get started on your personalized transformation plan. So I'll just pass it off to my colleague, Alex, for her introduction.
Thank you, Bushra. I just had to find the unmute there. So I am also from Brockville. Some of you I took a quick look at who is on this call tonight. Some of you I think I'm already working with or I've worked with in the past during my time with tourism. And then I also spent a little over a year working with 48 King West, Rob Thompson's hotel in social media and marketing. So anything that you've seen from them has been mostly my responsibility. So I'm really passionate about helping people get really clear on their brand and get really comfortable with doing the simple things that make you stand out. And then also I've been very involved with the Operatic Society and at the Brockville Arts Center. And I'm going to pass it over to Casey, who's going to kind of launch into our role and just clarify that and the program as well.
Awesome. I'm Casey. My background is in digital marketing. I've worked for several marketing departments. I've worked freelance with small businesses as well. I've worked with a wide variety of businesses, including education, engineering, pet care, restaurants, barbershops, pretty much anything. So reach out to me as well. My email is there. It's Casey at Downtown Brockville. Anything to do with digital marketing, hopefully I can help out with. So who are we? So we're the Digital Service Squad members. We are trained specialists that go into Ontario Main Street businesses like yours to help you adopt new technologies and embrace digital marketing. We can help show you how to improve your online presence through social media, optimizing your website for search, setting up POS, creating customer databases, pretty much whatever you're looking for. Hopefully we can help in some way. So once you connect with one of us, the main goal that we have is to assess your business's online presence. We will try to recommend how to enhance your digital capabilities. Together, we can develop a personalized plan that matches your business's digital marketing goals. We'll have complete with target dates and budgeting, our plan to try and enhance your business. So your business will get one-on-one support from one of us. Reach out to any one of us, or I believe to DBIA directly. We can help spread it out between us. You get one-on-one support from us at a time and place that works for you. We can meet in person, virtual over Zoom. We can schedule calls, just kind of however is going to help you best. And best of all, it's all completely free. And we also have other programs that Alex will get back into that are going to be free as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Casey. So you should be a little bit more clear on what it is we're here to do. And just to make sure that this point is really, really clear, you don't have to pay us for anything. You don't have to pay to go through these programs. I just mentioned that again because lots of businesses that I've spoken with have this little thought like, what's the catch? There's not a catch. The catch is we want to see you succeed, and that's what we're here to do. So on that note, there's three main programs that are available. The first is called Shop Here, powered by Google, and that's an opportunity for you to apply to have a free e-commerce website built for you. So if you already have a website, this could still be a really good option for you because Shopify can be integrated into your existing website. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you already have a website or I've invested a lot of money into my website, is this still for me? And then on the next slide, I'm going to give a couple examples of different types of businesses that have been through the Shop Here program and how it worked for their business, because it could be very different depending on if you sell a service or if you sell a product. So I'll break that down a little bit more in a minute. Also, a note on this program, it's a pretty quick turnaround. So once you decide to fill out the initial application, you should hear back from a specialist through Digital Main Street within 24 to 48 hours. And from there, they will be your main point of contact for this program. Bushra, Casey, and I are always here if you have questions, but this program is a little bit more out of our hands once you decide to get started. It's also a really good thing to keep in mind since Christmas is coming. It could give you kind of a leg up for selling a lot more since people are starting to think about gift options. The grant program, you've probably heard of it at this point, $2,500 available to downtown businesses. Some of the eligibility criteria, if it's not already clear, this is not available to businesses that are charities or that are franchised. But other than that, if you are a DBIA member or an entrepreneur for the Shop Here program, you should qualify and we can help you determine that. The way that this works is you sign up with your email and a password, and then there is a 5-page assessment. And this is just to figure out where your strengths and weaknesses are virtually as a business. It's not to screen you out of the process or anything like that. It's just to make it easier for once you get to the last part, which is where you put together your digital transformation plan. And I want you to know this is something you can do completely on your own. It's not made to be complicated. There is a business in downtown Brockville that went through the process completely on her own, already has the money in her account, has purchased her supplies for her plan, and is on the road to success. But if you want help, we're here to help you. We can do it in person, we can do it over the phone, or we have a workshop we'll explain at the end of this presentation that will take you right through it, and we can set appointments for that. And the deadline to complete this application is November 30th. It could be done on November 28th or 29th, but that will be when lots of businesses all over Ontario are submitting their applications. So because every application is individually reviewed, the sooner you have it submitted, the better the chances are that you'll get that money in your account right away. The last program is Future Proof, which is basically exactly as it sounds. It's to look at your business plan with very experienced team members through Digital Main Street and do a deep dive and basically come up with, again, a full pivot so that whatever happens in the future, you're good to go. You're taken care of. This application is also really simple. It's about 1.5 pages long. It should take you 5 minutes or so. You just will need, I believe it's your business number, but I can confirm that if anyone is interested. And the biggest thing that I want to just mention before I give you a few more examples is the goal here is not to convert everyone to using every piece of technology available. There's lots of case studies available on the digitalmainstreet.ca website. And for some businesses, you might really love doing manual receipts. That's okay. The goal is to help you achieve whatever your goals are. So if that's getting your business listed on Google, which in my opinion is very similar in 2020 to having your business listed in a phone book, or having a simple website just in existence, which again is kind of comparable to having a sign outside of your store. So if people are perusing downtown, they would see the sign outside your business. If they're perusing online, any sort of website is basically serving the same purpose as a sign would. So we have a little kind of map here of case studies. I'm not going to do a deep dive into them. I just wanted to list a few different types of businesses and tell you how they either utilize the Shop Here program or the money from the Digital Transformation Grant. And just before I do that, to make it really clear, when you submit your digital transformation plan as your application to the grant, you need to already know what you want to use the money for. And that's why it's really great to work with us. And that's what the assessment helps you with. So the physiotherapy clinic, as listed in the case studies online, they mostly use the grant money to purchase a camera, proper lighting, and to train themselves in putting videos online so they can send those out to patients, and also setting up for video consultations. Restaurants have used the Shop Here program a lot. It makes it a lot easier for people to order in advance, especially during periods where takeout might be the most suitable option. Personal trainers, again, are setting up things like individual consultations. They can use different booking softwares. That's something that the money has been approved for as well. Bakeries, again, Shop Here, getting each of your different items, if it's all different kinds of cookies, or selling gift baskets. You can have people purchase gift certificates. Hair salons, this is a really great opportunity to not only sell gift certificates, which I know is something that's really popular around Christmas, but to sell your product. People may be thrilled about the opportunity to purchase a high-end product online from someone local and not have to drive to the store. Boutique shops have also booked some personal virtual consultations. So they may say, I really liked this piece. I saw it on your online store. I'm also looking for a bottom to go with it, or a special set of earrings. So purchasing online. And pottery studios, the example was very similar. One other thing that I noticed a lot for fashion lines, anyone that's selling a product, is the worry that going online is going to dilute the in-person experience. What it actually does is it offers you the opportunity to be more accessible in the time that people are able to shop. It gives people a little bit more time to decide if they want to purchase, but it also increases your catchment area. So people can find you online from Kingston or Ottawa, and they can decide to purchase. You can decide if you want to ship, or they can come to you. And then the last I put in there is decluttering services, just to kind of show that the Shop Here program does work for services as well as products. She listed her packages as 3 different things that you can buy, and then people book those, and she's set up with her gear she purchased with the grant money for individual consultations. I'm going to pass this back over to Bushra. She will let you know the different ways to get started depending on where you're at in your comfort level. And just one more thing for me before I do. If you already knew most of this, please feel free to pass this on to any other business owners that aren't here tonight or that you think could benefit. I know there's a little bit of information out there, but it's always helpful to have word of mouth promoting things as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Alex. So there's been a lot of information thrown at you guys so far. So I just kind of want to help you guys figure out how to get started. So I'll just move on to the next slide if that's okay. Thank you so much. So different ways you can get started are completely on your own. You can go onto the Digital Main Street website and create your business account online and complete the initial assessment completely independently. The initial assessment should only take a few minutes, and it'll ask you some simple questions about your business. For example, do you have a brick and mortar location? Do you have a website? Do you have a point of sale system, etc.? And then at the end, it'll give you kind of a little bit of a feedback on your business and how you can improve your digital presence. Next, you can reach out one-on-one. So you can send an email to info@downtownbrockville.com to be assigned to one DSS member. So either Alex, Casey, or I will help you out. So for the workshop, we just wanted to create a personalized experience for the businesses so that you guys were able to kind of do things on your own, but also have a little bit of support from us. So those are just the 3 ways you guys can get started. Feel free to kind of assess your business on your own and figure out which one will work best for you. Again, we'd be more than happy to help you regardless of where you're at in the process or where you're at in the application. But if you would prefer to have us help you right from the get-go, we'd be more than happy to help you guys out. And I'll just go on to the next slide. So we're going to host our first workshop on next Monday, November 9th. The time is tentative. I'm just going to paste a Google Forms into the chat box, and that Google Forms is a registration form for the workshop on Monday. The time is tentative because you'll see one of the options is to select a time that works best for you, and we'll move forward with times that work best for most businesses. So we'll all be hosting this workshop together, and our aim with these workshops is to help small businesses by equipping them with the knowledge on how to move forward with kind of working with their online presence. The first workshop, which will happen on Monday, will take businesses through the full grant application process. So we'll basically help you make your account with the DMS website and get started with your application. So just move on to the next slide. So I just posted the Google registration form in the chat box, but we will also send out an email to everyone in attendance. So if you don't want to register right now or you want to think about it for a little bit more, you'll have the link later on. It'll close on Sunday, November 8th at midnight. So please try to fill out the form beforehand if you are interested. And thank you guys so much for attending our presentation. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to info@downtownbrockville.com.